This is Cards and Dice Baseball TV, and I'm Tony Porter. What we're going to do here today is we're going to closely look at a pitcher card for Inside Pitch, and I'm going to go over the ratings, and so you can better understand if this is a game for you. Also, it will help you when you start playing the game to familiarize yourself with the card, and you can watch this video several times. It won't be too long, so that'll be realistic and easy to do. So let's start at the upper right hand corner, where you get the pitcher, his position, and of course his range is a 4 based on a D6. So if there's a range play to the pitcher, a 1 to a 4, he'll make the play. A 5 or 6, he'll miss it. The 0 is his error rating, so he didn't make any errors at pitcher in the imaginary year that this card portrays. Obviously, Jake Peavy did not pitch in 1980. Well, then you also have a special K result against a left-handed batter and a special K result against a right-handed batter. I believe that's an automatic strikeout, regardless of the situation on those. So I'm not really totally, that's not a rating that is on a lot of players, particularly in the eras that I play. So I'm not really totally familiar with that, so I would recommend you reading up on that in the rule book. Below that is his relief rating. He's got the number of relief appearances was 1, and he can face 3 batters. And then I believe he once he gives up a hit or a run, he will be fatigued on the right side. So there's a fatigue on the right side and a fatigue on the left side, and that's usually how it works. You can be fatigued at either one, and then you start giving up the hits that are in the boxes with parentheses, like the 5, column 5, row 4. You see the S1 in parentheses. Well, if he's fatigued, that would be a base hit. So that's how the fatigue system works. Let's move over to the left side. Jake Peavy, and he has a batter card because the 2 number signs tell you that he has a batter card. I'd like to see Jake Peavy's name a little bit larger. It would be nicer, I think. Then you have his year and his team, how he throws. He's a righty, injury 0, so he played a full season. Hit by pitch is a -3. So if there's a hit by pitch result, then he's a -3, and you would check the batter to see what the batter's number is. Then, of course, you have his starts. He had 34 starts. He faces 26 batters before he becomes fatigued, and then he can also go 10 hits, runs, walks before he becomes fatigued on the right side. Then we go to the matrix. The matrix has the double star rating, which is that row on the top, and you will see a double star rating either on the pitcher card, like under 1, column 1, row 3, double star. Then you would roll 1 die, and then it'll tell you which one of those it falls on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a D6, obviously. The matrix is made up of 36 boxes, and he gives up home runs on the 3-3. You see there's a home run against lefties because it's on the left side of the /. So if it's a lefty batter, you would check the lefty batter and roll on the lefty batter against right-handers to see if he hits a home run or not. So it's not directly off the pitcher card. It's just an opportunity for the batter off the batter card, depending if the batter hits home runs or not. Excuse me. Once you get to that, you have a home run question mark. Where would that be? Under 6, column 6, row 1, you have a home run question mark. You're going to roll a D20, and that's going to be under the matrix box. You see on the left, it says home run question mark. Left-handed batter, 1 to 7. Right-handed batter, 1 to 18. So it gives up a lot more home run opportunities to right-handed batters. Then you have the double question mark, and that comes up. Let's see where that is. That's under column 1, row 6. If that comes up, you roll a D20. Against left-handed batters, he gives up some hits. Against right-handed batters, he gets some outs. And you see 1 to 4, 1 to 6 on that. If it's above that, then you roll on the batter card. Below that, the next set of ratings is wild pitch, pass ball question mark, stolen base, grounded into double play, balk, a pickoff and a pickoff error. So let's start with wild pitch. There you see it's a 1-2-8, I believe it is. And that's based on a D20. So you would roll that if wild pitch comes up. Let's see if that, there it is. It's under column 2, row 3, wild. You would roll on the wild pitch, and 1 to 8, it would be a wild pitch. A 9 could be a pass ball. You would check the catcher's range or pass ball rating. It's right after the parentheses on the catcher's card. Then you have your stolen base. His attempt is a modifier of a 0, but on a stolen base, it's going to be a +2. So if a guy like Rollins steals at a 17, it would be a 19. Next is grounded into double play. If there's a chance for double play on the batter card, then there is no modifier on this pitcher card. Of course, you would follow up with modifiers for the fielding if the infield is halfway and if the pivot has some sort of modifier. Balks, obviously he did not balk. Pickoffs, so he does have an opportunity. Maybe he picked off 1. So on a 1, you will pick off a player. So on a roll of a 20, you get a pickoff attempt on a D20. So you would roll it again. If it's a 1, you pick him off. And then a pickoff with an error. He actually never made an error throwing a guy to first, trying to get a guy at first base based on this card. So there's nothing there. Finally, the bottom of the card is his won-loss record, his saves, his ERA, his innings pitched. Wow, he didn't give up a lot of hits for. That's pretty impressive. He's -50, about -54 on hits to innings pitched. Pretty impressive. 240 Ks, a lot of Ks, and pretty good control as well. Pretty good control. 1-2 walks per inning. And that's about it. That's Jake Peavy's card for Inside Pitch. This is baseball, tabletop baseball TV with Tony Porter. And I hope this helps you out, and stay safe.